Good morning, students. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing electric power. Okay, and we have written the expression, various expressions of electric power. Electric power is electric work done per unit time, or it is the electrical energy consumed per unit time. So power is, okay, this is not the mechanical power, it is the electric power. So electric power is electrical work done per unit time or the electrical energy consumed per unit time. Okay. Then in terms of V and I, okay, work done is potential difference into charge. So we get V into I. Okay, another expression in terms of V and R is V square upon R, and in terms of I and R, it is I square into R. So these are the various expressions of electric power. Okay, then we were discussing electrical energy. Okay, electrical energy consumed is equal to power into time. Okay, so the electrical energy consumed is equal to electrical power into time. So what is the formula of electric energy? Power into time, electric power into time. Okay, now we know that the SI unit of energy, any type of energy, whether it is electrical energy, mechanical energy, heat energy, any type of energy has a SI unit joule. So the unit of electrical energy, SI unit of electrical energy is also joule. Okay, and 1 joule will be equal to, what should be the electric power of that applies? 1 watt. And for how much time it should be used? 1 second. So 1 joule is equal to 1 watt into 1 second. Okay. Okay, now if any electrical appliance of power 1 watt is used for 1 second, then the electrical energy consumed will be equal to 1 joule. Okay, now here we take bigger units of it, electrical energy, like watt into hour. The electrical energy will be equal to watt into hour if 1 watt of electric appliance is used for 1 hour. Okay, but the commercial unit of electrical energy, commercial unit is kilowatt hour. Is kilowatt hour. This is the commercial unit of electrical energy. Okay, or it is also called as units. Kilowatt hour, what is the commercial unit of electrical energy? Kilowatt hour or units. Okay, like the electricity bill, what you get at home, in that it is written that these many units are consumed in this particular month. Okay, so what are those units? That is kilowatt hour. So the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour, or it may be called as unit. Okay, now how can we define 1 kilowatt hour? 1 kilowatt hour is the energy consumed when an electrical appliance whose power is 1 kilowatt is used for 1 hour. Okay, any electrical appliance of power, of electrical power, 1 kilowatt is used for 1 hour, then the energy consumed will be equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, so this how we define 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, now this is also the unit of energy, electrical energy, but the SI unit of electrical energy is joule. Now let's try to bring the relation between the kilowatt hour and joules. Both are the units of electrical energy. This is the commercial unit of electrical energy. This is the SI unit of electrical energy. Okay, now in order to break it in joules, this power should be in watt and the time should be in seconds. Okay, we know that in order to convert kilowatt in watts, 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watts. And 1 hour, you have to convert it into seconds. 1 hour has got 60 minutes, 1 minute has got 60 seconds. So 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60 seconds. That is, it is equal to 3600 followed by 3 zeros. Watt into second, and what is watt into second? That is joule. Okay, so this can be written as We'll write it in the power of 10. 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this can be written as 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 watt into second can be written as joule. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 joules. Okay, so kilowatt hour you can convert it in joules. Kilowatt hour is the commercial unit of the electrical energy. Joule is the SI unit of electrical energy. 1 joule is equal to 1 watt into second. Watt second, we get it as joule. So 1 kilowatt hour when we convert into joules, the power should be in watt and the time should be in seconds. Okay, now write the question based on it. Write down. Define electrical energy. Define electrical energy. Yes, how will you define electrical energy? Okay, electrical energy is the product of electric power and time. Okay, the electrical energy consumed is equal to power into time. Then you will write this formula. Okay, in the same question write down what is the SI unit of electrical energy? What is the SI unit of electrical energy? Okay, SI unit is joule. Where 1 joule is equal to 1 watt into 1 second. Okay, SI unit is joule. Where 1 joule is equal to 1 watt into 1 second. Write the next question. What is the commercial unit of electrical energy? What is the commercial unit of electrical energy? Okay, what is its answer? The commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour or unit. Okay, it's also called as unit. When you see the electricity bill, it is given that these many units of consumed. What are the units? Kilowatt hour. Okay, so the commercial unit is kilowatt hour or units. Write the next question. Define 1 kilowatt hour. Define 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, how will you define 1 kilowatt hour? If any electrical appliance of power 1 kilowatt is used for 1 hour, then the electrical energy consumed will be 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour is the electrical energy consumed when any electrical appliance of power 1 kilowatt is used for 1 hour. Okay, so 1 kilowatt power appliance is used for 1 hour, then the electrical energy consumed will be equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Write the next question. Convert 1 kilowatt hour in joules. Convert 1 kilowatt hour in joules. Okay, how will you convert 1 kilowatt hour as given over here is equal to 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. Okay, in order to get it in joules, that is joule is what? Watt into second. So the power should be in watt. 1 kilowatt, 1000 watt, 1 hour, 3600 seconds. So it is 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 joule. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 joules. Okay, so this chapter we have completed. Okay, now there are few examples, solved questions given on page 219. First, let's discuss these questions and then we'll do the NCERT exercise questions. Okay, page 219, example 12.12. Okay, these are the questions based on electrical energy, electrical power. Okay, so you should know the various formulas of electric power, heat energy and the electrical energy. Electrical energy, only one formula, power into time. Okay, now an electric bulb page 219 is connected to 220 volt generator. So the voltage source is 220 volts. The current in the circuit is 0.50 ampere. Current is given as 0.50 ampere. And we have to find out the electric power, find out the power of the bulb. Okay, in terms of V and I are given. How will you get the power? Power is equal to V into I. So you should remember all the formulas. Power is V into I, V square upon R, I square into R. Okay, so here as V and I are given, power is equal to V into I, 220 into 0.50, and on multiply, you get the answer to be 110. Now what will be the unit? See here, what are you finding out? Power. And the SI unit, we have kept V in volts and I in ampere. So power will be in watt. So what is the electrical power? 110 watts. Okay, example 12.13. An electric refrigerator rated 400 watts operates 8 hours a day. Okay, given here as rated 400 watt. So judge it from its unit. What is the unit of electric power? So power is given as 400 watt and is used for 8 hours a day. That is, in one day it is used for 8 hours. So here time for one day. The time is how much? 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours per day. It means in one day it is used for 8 hours. Okay, what is the cost of energy to operate it for 30 days? Okay, operate it for 30 days. Okay, it's not only operated refrigerator, full month it is operated, so it is operated for 30 days. And per unit is costing 3 rupees. Okay, per unit, that is 1 kilowatt hour costs 3 rupees. So, cost of 1 kilowatt hour is 3 rupees. Okay, now here you have to find out the cost of energy when it is used for 30 days. So first we have to find out how many units are consumed for 30 days. If we get the number of units for 30 days, we can find out the cost. Why? Because 1 unit is costing, 1 kilowatt hour is costing 3 rupees. Okay, so whatever units or whatever kilowatt hours we'll get, we'll multiply it by 3 to get the total amount for 1 month. Okay, now how can you find out? We know that the electrical, here power is given, time is given. So the electrical energy consumed for one day will be equal to power into time. Then we can find out the electrical energy consumed for 30 days. Okay, so first we'll find out the electrical energy consumed for one day. That is, in one day, how many units are consumed, which is equal to energy is equal to power into time. For one day, the appliance has a power 400 watt and it is used for 8 hours. So it is equal to 3200. Power is in watt, time is in hour. So 3200 watt hour. Okay, but the electrical energy consumed, we find out in kilowatt hour. So this watt hour we have to convert it in kilowatt hour. Okay, how will you convert? Divided it by 1000. The relation is the same as between meter and kilometer. Okay, 1 meter will be equal to 1 upon 1000 kilometers. So the same way, 1 watt is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilowatt. So this is equal to 3.2, 3200 divided by 1000, 3.2 kilowatt hour. So for one day, the electrical energy consumed is 3.2 kilowatt hour. Okay, now it is not only used for one day, for how many days it's used? 30 days. So the energy consumed for 30 days, energy consumed for 30 days is, for one day multiplied by 30, you will get the energy consumed. For one day it is 3.2 into 30 kilowatt hour, which is equal to 96 kilowatt hour. So the electrical energy consumed for 30 days is 96 kilometer per hour. Now 1 unit costs 3 rupees. So 96 units will cost 96 multiplied by 3. Okay, so cost for 30 days will be equal to 96 kilowatt hour multiplied by 3 rupees. So this is equal to 3 6 are 80, 3 9 are 27, 288 rupees. So the cost is rupees 288. Okay, so here for 1 day, this much is the electrical energy consumed. For 30 days, you will multiply by 30. 1 unit is costing 3 rupees, so 96 units will cost 320 rupees. Okay, now there are two questions, two unsolved questions given on page 220. What determines the rate at which the energy is delivered by a current? Okay, rate at which the energy is delivered. Rate means per unit time. Okay, whenever this word comes, rate of energy, rate of work done, it means it is per unit time. Okay, so rate of energy means it is the energy consumed per unit time. And what is that physical quantity energy consumed per unit time? We call it as power. So what is that physical quantity? It is the electric power. So what determines the rate at which the energy is delivered by a current? It is the electric power. Okay. So answer page 220. The unsolved question, what determines the rate at which the energy is delivered by a current? It is electric power. Okay, question number 2 is, an electric motor takes 5 ampere from 220 volt line. Determine the power of the motor and also the energy consumed in 2 hours. Let's do this question. So page 220, question number 2. Question number, the answer of question number 1 is electric power. The rate of electrical energy, we call it as electric power. It takes 5 ampere. So the current is given as 5 ampere and the voltage source is given as 220 volt. And here we have to find out the first part is determine the power of the motor. Okay, how will you get the power? V and I are given. It is equal to V into I. That is 220 into 5. We will get the electric power. Power will be equal to 1100 watt. Okay, so what is the power? As V is given, I is given, power is equal to V into I. 220 into 5, it is 1100 watt. Okay, what is the SI unit of electric power? It is watt. Okay, now the next part is energy consumed in 2 hours. What will be the electrical energy consumed? We know that electrical energy is equal to power into time. And what is the time? For how many hours it is used? It is used for 2 hours. So time is given as 2 hours. Okay, so 1100 watt into 2 hours. That is 2200. Here power is in watt and the time is in hour. So this you will get it in watt hour. But generally we find out in kilowatt hour. The commercial unit of the electrical energy is kilowatt hour. So better to convert it in kilowatt hour. Okay, so how many kilowatts are divided by 1000? Okay, 1 watt is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilowatt. So 2200 watt will be equal to 2200 divided by 1000. That is 2.2 kilowatt hour. Okay. So generally we find out the electric power in, the electrical energy in kilowatt hour. Why? Because the commercial unit is in kilowatt hour. Okay, so it is 2.2 kilowatt hour. Okay, so chapter we have completed. Now let's do the questions on page 221. The NCERT exercise questions. number 221. First question is, a piece of wire of resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. We know that resistance is directly proportional to the length. A wire has got R resistance. Okay, length L has got R resistance. Now it is cut into 5 equal parts. As R is directly proportional to length, so each part will have a resistance R by 5. These parts are then connected in parallel. We know that in case of parallel combination, 1 upon equivalent resistance is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 and so on. Okay, if the equivalent resistance of the combination is R dash, then find the ratio of R to R dash. Okay, now length L has resistance given in the question, has resistance R, cut into 5 equal parts. Now each part has resistance R. Okay, now how many resistors are there? How many resistances are there? 5 resistances. These 5 resistances are connected in parallel. All these 5 resistances are connected in parallel and their equivalent resistances R dash. Okay, equivalent when they are connected in parallel. So 1 upon R dash. What is given in the question? That R dash is the equivalent resistance when all these 5 resistances are connected in parallel. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 upon R by 5 plus 1 by R by 5. How many times? 5 times. So 1 upon R by 5 can be written as 5 by 5 by how many times? 5 times. Okay. Now how to solve it? Take the LCM. LCM is our numerator 5 plus 5 plus 5. How many times? 5 times. So how much is it? 25. So 1 upon R dash is 25 by R. Now here in the question it is asked that find the ratio of R to R dash. So R upon R dash will be equal to 25. So what is the ratio? R upon R dash is equal to 25. There are 4 options given. A is 1 by 25, 1 by 5, 5 and the last option D is 25. So what is the correct option? D. D is the correct option. Question number 2 is, which of the following terms does not represent electric power in a circuit? Okay, does not represent. You have to read the question carefully. I square into R. This is the expression of electric power. I into R square is not the expression of electric power. So B is not the expression of electric power. Let's read the C and D also. C is V into I. This is also the electric expression for the, this is also the expression for electric power. V square upon R, that is also. So which one is not the expression of electric power? B, I into R square. Question number 3 is, an electric bulb is rated 220 volt and 100 volt. When it is operated on 110 volt, the power consumed will be equal to, okay, now there are 3 options here, sorry, 4 options given over here. Okay, an electric bulb is rated 220 volt, 100 volt. Can you get the resistance from here? We can find out the resistance. Okay, P is given and V is given. How will you get the resistance? We know that power is equal to V square upon R, R is equal to V square upon V. So you will get the resistance of that wire. Okay, resistance of the filament of the electric bulb. Now if it is operated at 220 or 110 volt, whatever be the potential difference, whatever be the voltage source, the resistance of the wire is the same. So first we'll find out the resistance. Then when it is operated at 110 volt, then we can find out the power by using the same expression. Let's do this question. Question number 3. Here given that power is 100 watt and the voltage source is 220 volt. Okay, now when it is operated at 110 volt, then we have to find out the power. For 220 volts, the power is 100 volt. Okay, now let's find out the resistance. We know that P is equal to V square upon R. So R is equal to V square upon P. V square 220 into 220 divided by 100. That is 22 into 22. How much is it? 484 ohms. So the resistance is 484 ohms. Now this electric bulb filament, where it is operated at 220, 110, the resistance is the same. Okay, now the next one, when it is operated at 110 volts. Okay, 110 or 100, 110 volts. Okay, you have to find out the power consumed. Okay, like V dash is 110 volt. Now here you have to find out the power. So use the same formula. V dash is equal to V dash square upon R. Okay, so here V dash is 110 into 110 upon the resistance is 484. Okay, on simplifying it, you will get the power. Okay, which comes out to be 25. You can solve it. This comes out to be 25 watt. So what is the answer? Answer is 25 watt. Again, 4 options are given. A is 100 watt, 75 watt, 50 watt, and the D option is correct, which is 25 watt. Okay, question number 4. Two conducting wires of the same material and of equal lengths and of equal diameters are first connected in series and then connected in parallel. The ratio of the heat produced in series to the parallel combination. Okay, here you have to find out the ratio of the heat produced. Again, you know 3 formulas: V into I into T, V square upon R into T, and I square into R into T. Okay, first they are connected in series, then they are connected in parallel to the same source. So which formula here will be used will be V square upon R. Let's do it. Okay, now for the electric power or the electrical energy or the heat energy, we know the various formulas. Now when they are connected to the same source, first two resistors are there, they are connected in series and connected to 220 volts. Then these two resistors are connected in parallel and they are connected to the same source, that is 220 volts. So here the voltage source is the same. When the voltage source is the same, we use the formula V square upon R. Okay, V is same, so use the formula V square upon R into T. Question number 4. So there are two conducting wires, same length, that is same diameter, same cross-sectional area. So the resistance of each wire is same. When they are connected in series, what will be the resistance? The resistance, if each is R, then the resistance will be equal to 2R. Because there are two wires, same length, same material, same cross-sectional area. So if one wire is having a resistance R, the other wire is also having the resistance R. Why? Because it is identical. Now these two wires connected in series, the resistance is 2R. When they are connected in parallel, okay, what will be the resistance? We know that 1 upon equivalent resistance in parallel is equal to 1 upon R plus 1 upon R. Okay, that is this is equal to 2 by R, and hence the equivalent resistance in parallel is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, now first this 2R resistance. Okay, these two resistances connected in series, that is 2R resistance is connected to a voltage source. Find out the power. Then RP, that is these two resistances connected in parallel or connected to the same voltage source, V only. Find out the power or find out the heat energy. Heat energy when they are connected in series. Which formula will use? V square upon R into T. Which formula? V square upon R into T. when they are connected in series. V square upon what is the total resistance? Or write it as Rs. Then in the next step you can write down V square upon 2R into T. This is the heat produced when they are connected in series. The same way when they are connected in parallel, how much is the heat produced? Which formula we will use is V square. Why? Because V is same in both the cases. Both are connected to the same voltage. Connected in series, they are connected to 220 volts. Connected in parallel, again they are connected to 220 volts. So as V is same, so which formula? V square upon Rp into T. How much is Rp? R by 2. So this is equal to 2V square upon R into T. Now here you have to find out the ratio of the heat produced in series to parallel. Hs upon Hp. Find out the heat produced in series to parallel. Divide these two equations. V square upon 2R into T divided by 2V square upon R into T. V square into T upon 2R. This is the heat produced in series. 2V square into T upon R. This is the heat produced in parallel. A upon D divided by C upon D. What do you get? This is equal to 1 upon 4V square into T. R and R cancels out. And what is the answer? What will be the ratio? It will be equal to 1:4. 1 upon 4. So heat produced in series to parallel is 1:4. Okay, again there are 4 options. 1:2, 2:1, 1:4, 4:1. Which option is correct? The C option is correct. Question number 5 is, how is a voltmeter connected in a circuit to measure the potential difference between the 2 points? How is the voltmeter connected? Voltmeter is always connected in parallel. So how is the voltmeter connected? It is connected in parallel. Okay, the rest questions 6 to 18, you will try it. Tomorrow I will solve it on the board and then you can check your answer. So better first you try all these questions and then you can check your answer so that it will be more clear. Okay, so we'll continue these questions tomorrow.